Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Dr. V, CEO and Chief NP Coach here at The Clinician Life. In today's video, we're going to be talking about reasons why you're not getting the nurse practitioner job. And this is an important topic because I know that a lot of us get really disheartened and discouraged when we do application after application, and we just don't know why we aren't getting called back. I know we've all heard it. The market is oversaturated and there are no NP jobs out there, or the experienced nurse practitioners are taking them all. But honestly, I think that there is a job for everyone. And I really think that it's important for you to set yourself apart and do everything you can to be sure that you are presenting yourself in the best way possible. So let's talk about those reasons. Number one, I think that if your background doesn't match the job description, that might be one of the biggest reasons that you're not getting called back. So remember, your resume is going to be your first impression. So as you begin to tailor your resume, be sure that you're looking at that job description and matching it up with what you are presenting in your resume, right? So maybe they are asking for somebody that has 5 years of experience, and maybe you're a new grad nurse practitioner. In that case, most likely they're not going to be considering you, right? Now, for example, they might say 1 to 2 years and have these other qualities. If you have those other qualities and your background really is matching up that job description, I want your background to match at least 75% of what they're looking for, all of those qualities that they're looking for. So make sure to look at that. But if you don't match any of those descriptions, like for example, maybe they're looking for an ICU nurse practitioner and all of your background is only in med surg, then it's probably not a match, right? Also consider that they are using an applicant tracking system, the ATS. The ATS is a program that employers use to really match up what they're looking for with what the candidates are, right? So they match up the background and be sure that it is matching up by a certain percentage. Remember, keep in mind that this is a computerized system. So make sure that the keywords that they're looking for in that job description actually are the same keywords that are in your resume. Also remember, in your cover letter, you definitely want to continue to use those keywords and match up with what those qualities that they're looking for with what you are. Remember, you want to highlight your background as it pertains to the job that you're looking for. Number two, your resume and cover letter are not well written. Now, remember, your resume really is your first impression. So you got to make sure it is on point, right? So think about making sure that there's no grammatical errors, that there are no typos in it, that it's formatted properly, and that is looking pristine. So maybe have somebody else get a second pair of eyes on it just to be sure that it is looking perfect. Now, let's say your resume is looking perfect. I also want you to consider that it needs to be focused. So you might have a beautiful resume that looks great and it's like perfect and error-free, but if you are not focusing on the job at hand, then they're going to pass you by. For example, let's say you're looking for a family nurse practitioner job, right? And all of your experience is in ICU. What you're going to put on your resume really should be tailored toward your clinical experiences in your FNP program, right? That's if you're a new grad nurse practitioner. Now, the reason you want to do that is because you want to pull out what's most important from your background and most relevant into this new job that you're looking for. Now, not saying that the ICU experience isn't relevant, but there are certain things that are, and there are certain things that are not out of that role. For example, ventilator management, drip titrations, all of that isn't really going to be transferable, right? So those drip titrations and ventilator management isn't going to really transfer into this new FNP role. But what is going to transfer is going to be those collaboration skills, those critical thinking skills, all of these other transferable skills that will relate and really be utilized as the family nurse practitioner, right? So consider that as far as focus in your resume. Now, I also think that you should have a separate resume for each of your jobs that you're applying for. So let's say you're looking for a specialty in GI, and you're also looking for another specialty in endocrine, right? You're not going to use the same resume because it really should be, again, tailored toward that job that you're looking for. All right, number three, you haven't done your research. Now, research is so important in an organization, right? You want to understand exactly what their culture is, exactly how they treat their nurse practitioners, how they work with their nurse practitioners, and how everybody works together in the team, right? It might be a huge organization or it might be a small provider practice. And you want to understand what that looks like on the inside as much as you can before going in for an interview. And the way that you can do that is, number one, looking onto the Indeed, looking onto Glassdoor, looking onto all of those job sites. You can actually find a little bit more about number one, what they're looking for on the job ad, and then actually look on their website and understand the About Us section. Look at their mission and vision statement. All of that is really going to have great information on what their goals are, so you can really align yourself with those goals and talk about them in an interview. As you research, you definitely want to Google them, right? Just type in their name or whoever the provider practice name is and see what patients are saying about them. Remember, whatever patients are saying, whatever their reputation is, if you get hired there, that's going to be your reputation. So I think it's important for you to understand what patients are saying and how they feel about their own care before you move in. Now, word to the wise, I wouldn't say that that is all of it. I think that there's a lot of things that, you know, may not be said on Google reviews. People are so much more likely to say negative things on the internet than they are actually to say good things. However, it is good to go in eyes wide open, understanding the culture, understand what patients are saying. And you can even go onto glassdoor.com and understand exactly what other employees are feeling about working at that organization. So definitely consider going on there. I think they even have like a star rating review for employees that have worked there before. So check those out and make sure that you understand fully what you're getting into. Number 4, it's very clear when a candidate hasn't been prepared for an interview. So you definitely want to practice your interview questions. You want to come in, again, well-researched and understanding what the role is and really understanding what you will be doing in that role and how you provide value in that role, right? So consider, again, doing your research, but also practicing those interview questions. And when you do, what I would like you to do is really practice it out loud. Saying things out loud are really going to help you craft your answers to those commonly asked questions. As you begin to craft those answers, you're going to be able to really see, oh, is that how I really want to relay myself? Is that really how I want to speak to them? Is that really the answer I want to say? I want you to bring multiple copies of your resume and portfolio. It's really important for you to have prepared those resumes so that everybody has a copy, including yourself, so that as you review that resume, you are following along with them. Now, portfolios are really important as well because that's going to be the tangible product of what you've done in your career so that you can really show them, not just tell them about how wonderful you are. Number 5, your thoughts are becoming reality. This might be the single most biggest reason that you are not getting a job. And remember, this negative mindset, if you really truly believe that the right job is here for you, you will get that right job, right? It's about patience. It's about a positive energy. It's about a positive outlook so that once that real job comes for you, once it's time, you are well prepared, you've got your mindset right, and you're ready to accept a position as a nurse practitioner. It's only a matter of time before the right opportunity presents itself. Don't give up, keep networking, keep a positive attitude, and you never know who's listening or watching. That does it for this video, guys. I hope that you found this helpful. I hope you're able to really identify any gaps that you might be having in your job search. Always remember, I'm here for you. If you have any questions, make sure to comment down below. Also, be sure to check out the mini resume workshop where I help you build a powerful and focused nurse practitioner resume so that you can really set yourself apart and put your best foot forward as you submit those applications. All right, guys, I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.